everybody, it's Carrie from the Racine Heritage Museum, and I'm here today in the 1888 Bohemian Schoolhouse to talk to you about Bohemians. So, the Bohemian Revolution of 1848, which was the same year that Racine became a city and Wisconsin became a state, the revolution did not accomplish the goals that the people had wanted it to. Bohemia had a very strong caste system that unfortunately kept the poorest of the poor in poverty. Many Bohemians lived on about 10 cents a day and a loaf of bread that was given to them by the wealthy landowners that they worked for. They were never able to purchase the land that they were farming on, and year by year their farms yielded less and less crops, and so they just really weren't able to get ahead. And so as a few of them started to come here to the Racine area, word got out very quickly that this was a great place to farm, to grow wheat, to sell wood, and so many families started coming here, so much so that by the 1850s there were 100 Bohemian families in this area. Now by this area, I mean immediately this area. 5 Mile Road is right here in front of the schoolhouse. 7 Mile Road is 2 miles in that direction. And this little rectangle, all the Bohemian families lived right here in this area, and they called this area Tabor. If you've lived around here, you've probably seen that word. It's a gypsy word and it means gathering place. So they tended to all want to live real close to each other. One thing that I love about the Bohemian culture is they very much celebrated their heritage. When they came, they weren't in a big rush to get their kids to speak English or to become Americanized. In fact, that is how the school building, or why the school building was built. Bohemian parents wanted their children to grow up learning the history and the language and the culture of Bohemia, and so this school was built as a Saturday school for kids to come to learn the language and the culture. And so we see some of the other immigrant groups maybe changing the spelling of their last name, or trying to get their kids to only speak English and not their native language, but the Bohemian parents very much celebrated being Bohemian, and oftentimes Bohemians would marry other Bohemians, and so you'll find in this area, even on the north side of Racine, there are still a lot of Bohemian families. So it's kind of a neat thing that they celebrated their culture that way. But most of the Bohemians fell into a few different categories. There were the freethinkers, which had no religious affiliation. There were the Protestant Bohemians, which was really the smallest number of Bohemians. And then the Catholic immigrant group, Catholic Bohemians, which a lot of people thought that Bohemians were anti-Catholic because the Austrians who had taken over in Bohemia at that time had imposed Catholicism, and there was a strong anti-Catholic sentiment. However, the Wisconsin Czechs that came here, they were the most heavily Catholic group of any Czech immigrant group in the United States, and so there was a strong Catholic presence among the Bohemians here in the Racine area. So I just wanted to give you a quick little overview of Bohemians. And if you have Bohemian family members or stories about this schoolhouse, we would love to hear them. We'd love to hear from you. So drop a comment, make sure that you share this video, and keep following up with us. We are looking forward to interacting with you soon. Have a great day. Bye.